In the United States, about 50,000 people are fired or laid off every day. Sometimes the job loss is not because of employee performance. Maybe the company downsized, restructured, or went out of business. More often than not, however, workers are let go because of their own actions, because they didn't meet their employer's expectations. Getting fired doesn't just affect your ability to pay the bills. It can have far-reaching implications for your future, creating a blemish on your resume that can complicate getting hired elsewhere and moving forward in your career. To keep your job, you need to make yourself indispensable to your company, someone your employer can count on to do the job right and on time. In this video, we'll review the 10 most common reasons people are fired. We'll also provide tips for avoiding these issues and strengthening your overall work performance. As you watch, think about your own performance at work, both past and present, and pay close attention to the issues that have posed a problem for you and what you can do to succeed on the job. Perhaps the most obvious reason people lose their jobs is because they simply don't do them as well as they could or should. They work too slowly, make costly errors, and miss deadlines. They make mistakes their coworkers and supervisors have to correct. This kind of subpar work performance reflects badly on them as the employees and on their employers as well.
Are you about done closing for the night?
Yeah, I'm almost done here.
We need to talk.
Is this about that lady complaining about her order? I don't know how I got mixed up.
That's the third customer that has complained about the service this week. I've had to comp over $100 because you just can't get the order right. Not only does this cost money, but it severely damages the reputation of this restaurant. Your job is to make sure that the customer gets what they want. If you're unable to do that, then we may have to find someone else.
Whether it's botching a restaurant order, billing a client for the wrong amount, or giving a patient the wrong medication, errors at work can be costly. Your employer relies on you to perform your assigned work duties in an accurate and timely manner.
An employer hires a worker to do a particular task, so doing that task is very important. According to the job description, the employer wants the employee to do certain functions within a job, and when the employee fails to do that, they're actually not performing the job that they were hired for. Failing to do a job that you were hired for would make you unqualified to do the job and potentially could endanger your position at that company.
Well, if an employee doesn't do what they're assigned to do, it can affect the company in many ways, depending on what the company is, obviously. If you're on an assembly line and you don't do your part, then the overall whole is defective. If you are working in a social service agency and you don't do your part, then that means everyone else has to do more. If you're working in a kitchen and you don't do your part, then the food's won't have any salt in it because you didn't do the salt. You think putting your part is not that important, but in the overall whole of a thing, of a project or a company or wherever you're doing, it's very important, and every little part is got to be done. So not doing your part, it doesn't make a difference, just one little thing. No, it's a small part of a larger whole, and it is very important. The whole thing can come crumbling down because you didn't do your one little part. Think back on all these cars that get recalls. One person didn't put their one screw in right and causes accidents, and now the company's being sued for millions for one little screw. So doing your part is very important, even if you don't understand why it's that important.
Think about your own work performance. Is it always up to your best ability? Does it meet your employer's expectations? What steps can you take to improve your performance on the job?